So you're learning every day at being a reseller, and you're learning at things you already know. So what is today's lesson? It's not selling physical products on Amazon is not the way to make money in 2022. No, it's not that. And I'm not going to tell you to buy my course. I'm going to simply tell you to take care packing your items, because this little lesson has cost me, well, I could have made about £70, but instead I have a broken George Harrison Gretsch Xbox guitar, which cannot be repaired. So the story of that is, it was a GSP sale, and I think I took my foot off the pedal a little bit, because I thought, well, if it can get to the GSP centre, then I'm home and dry, because if it gets broken from then on, I'm fine. And I didn't have a big enough box for that. I was hunting around. I had a big box lengthways, but the width just wasn't there. And I got a bit frustrated, and then I got a box, and I thought I packed it well. I put a box around the main bit, but there was a certain amount of vulnerability there. So, I mean, when anything like this happens, and I'm always annoyed, and I always think I'll never let this happen again. But that was double walled and triple walled around the neck, but there was some vulnerability, shall we say. So let's just say my tip would be, if you're packing something like this, and most of you who aren't idiots will already know this, you've got to take the shape out of it. You've got to take the shape out of it. That has got to be, if it's whatever that is, 40 centimetres wide at one end, it's pretty much got to be 40 centimetres wide at the other end. And let's just say I didn't take the shape out of it, and there was a vulnerability around that neck. And if some heffalump decides to sit on it, or someone decides to give it a good, Bruce Lee chop or Karate Kid kick, or just some heavy parcel gets put on it, that was going to snap. And of course, the most gutting thing is, Liz, the better half, when I brought that down, after 3 hours of struggling with it, and I was getting fed up with it, I was really, really getting fed up with it, and I was so glad when it was done, and it was kind of in amongst all its cardboard and bubble wrap and void filler, I brought it down, and she thought I was having a bit of a joke that I was going to send it. And I was like, no, it will be fine. It's only got to get to GSP, and then once it's there, it's got to make its way to Australia. But no, it didn't make it. So what happened with that is, eBay said, yeah, it's been damaged before it's even got to the GSP centre. Now, how much was the sale? I think it was, in total, I think the refund's about £70, because I think it was £60 plus £10 postage. It might even be more than that. If it was, I will put a little note. But it is a lesson to me, just to, how stupid am I? Just sort of taking my foot off the pedal just because it was GSP. Good thing is sales are good at the moment, so I can absorb that kind of thing. But it's still, a £70 in a day is a hefty, amount, definitely, and something that could have so easily been avoided. I think I've had that, and I've had another one I can remember, which was a CRT TV. And in 5 years, they're the only things that have been damaged. And if I'm really, really, really honest with myself, it's down to me, which is just, unforgivable, really unforgivable. So people, do pack your items well. Don't be like this idiot and, think you can get away with it for any reason. Take the shape out of things. Use loads and loads of cardboard, loads of void filler, and make it strong and sturdy, and take your time. I'd rather have had a late ding than have that. Rather annoying. So that won't happen again for a while. I've got a few things to pack. I've got a typewriter to pack, so hopefully that should be a bit better. But I will triple wrap it in bubble wrap and put it in a double wall box with loads and loads of void filler. And fingers crossed that will all go all right. But there you go. Take care with your parcels. Hope you enjoyed that. See you soon.